Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our Managing Director, Mr. Vikas Singhal.
Thank you, Anne. General Manager of AB World Foods, Mr. Bowen, esteemed members of the press, distinguished guests, Sunbeam team, and all our valued partners. A very warm good afternoon to all of you. It gives me immense pleasure on behalf of both Sunbeam and AB World Foods to welcome you all to this gathering. Today we are assembled here to be a part of the launch of the new range of Blue Dragon. Something about Sunbeam. Sunbeam started in 2004 in a small gaon. In Bombay, whenever I come, they say, which gaon have you come from? When are you going back to your gaon? So, apart from Bombay, everything else is a gaon. So, it started in a small gaon called Cochin, which is, by the way, is not a very small place. But it started in a small gaon in Cochin when 20 years ago I had this eureka moment wherein I suddenly realized that there were many cuisines, exotic and gourmet, available across the world, but not available in India. And that's when I decided that why should Indian consumers be left out? They should also get a taste of the world. And yes, so over the next 20 years, it had been my endeavor to get the best of the world for the discerning Indian consumer. Today, Sunbeam represents more than 25 brands in food alone. Plus, we have other brands in non-food, personal care, home care, and kitchen care, which accounts for more than 40 brands. We have an all-India distribution network. We reach out to more than 40,000 outlets in general trade. We reach out to all the modern trade outlets which are there. Select outlets in HoReCa and institutions, and also apart from that, we are present in quite a lot of the QSRs. Today, we get products from Asia, from Middle East, Europe and America, authentic taste, high quality ingredients and innovative products which delight the Indian consumer. Today we have more than 150 people in our team who work tirelessly to ensure that the best quality product reaches the retail outlets. Apart from that, we are present on all the e-commerce platforms and we have our own brand website, sunbeamventures.in, wherein we reach out directly to the consumer, which is, the phrase they call now D2C, reaching out directly to the customers. Today we are a 120 plus crore turnover and we have more than 400 distribution partners across the country. And yes, we are available on quick commerce as well. So my experiments with cuisine was part of my experiences when I used to extensively travel abroad. And during one of this, I came across Thai cuisine with the very aromatic herbs, the unique spices, and the perfect mix of tangy, sour, sweet, and salty taste. It was the ideal cuisine to launch in India for the Indian consumers. Just like a pani puri, it gives the same kick, believe me, especially the tom yum taste, tom yum range. So, yes, and I decided we need to have a very good Thai range in India, and that's when I came across Blue Dragon. more than a 50-year-old brand. Blue Dragon stands for the Chinese symbol for good fortune. It's part of the ABF group, Associated British Foods, which is a 20 billion pound conglomerate with interest in various sectors. I think I'll leave it up to Bowen to speak more about that. But they are present across the world in more than 30 countries, have excellent product range with more than 150 SKUs. Blue Dragon is about great taste, but it is not about great taste alone. It also represents a passion for traditional recipes, ethically sourced ingredients, and a dedication to make Asian cooking available to all. Inspired by these values, I embrace Blue Dragon with open arms, and I also expect that the Indian consumer would love these products and embrace it. So with that motto, we launched Blue Dragon in India. Over the last few years, we have seen that the consumer for Blue Dragon would be divided into four subtle categories. One, there are parents who want high quality ingredients for their kids. They don't want a product with all the nasties and junk. But they still want to have, let's say, a noodle or, noodle kit or different kinds of international cuisine for their children. The couple who wants to actually try out new flavors, get new taste. Third has been the gourmet consumers, the discerning consumers who want to try out cuisines from all over the world. And fourth, but not the least, has been the Horeca segment. All the hotels, restaurants who want to serve these products to the consumer. So we have been focusing on these four segments, reaching out to them and explaining the merits of the product to them. What was good about Blue Dragon was Bowen was extremely enthusiastic about the Indian market as I was, and he created an entire range of products for India with, I think, except for 2 SKU, all of them are vegetarian. I mean, they are the base, so you could use vegetarian as well as non-vegetarian, but by nature the product is vegetarian. So the idea was to reach out to as many consumers as possible, reach out to a wider audience and get them to try the Thai food. But one other thing I would like to say is Blue Dragon is not only about Thai food, they represent Pan-Asian cuisine. So they have cuisine from Vietnam, Indonesia, Singapore, of course Thailand, and Korea and Japan as well. And they have a lot more plans for the future, which they are going to unveil. What we have seen is in the past 2 years, the demand for the product and the cuisine has been growing very rapidly. And based on that, I think the companies stood up and noticed that Indian market is demanding more of its products, and based on which they have developed special range specially for India. You know, we like all the chatpata and spicy range. So we have the Tom Yum series here, which perfectly fits that need of the Indian consumer. So yes, I will conclude at this, but before I conclude, I would like to thank everyone present here, members of the press, our partners, distributors, Sunbeam team, influencer community, and all of you for showing the same enthusiasm and and confidence in our brand, the same thing which we have shown, and the love as well. Thank you, and I'll invite Bhuvan to come over. Bhuvan started as a business associate, but today is more of a friend than a business associate. Today we share similar interest, and I think we probably could pick up the phone and speak for 1 or 2 hours without even discussing business. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. Bhuvan.